and make more money in the end. So that kind of leads us to one of the questions that I always go through with guests is the money problem or the money solution. What are your thoughts about money, and what are people doing wrong? What can they do to improve? And yeah, generally, if you have any tips for us.
Right. I would come to the social media again and all the internet that we have available in these days. Because let's say if you were trying to make some money when 20 years ago, maybe longer than that. Yeah, let's say 30 years ago. It was really hard to find the real job, to kind of bring that like kind of real income aside. But these days you can try to flip certain stuff. Let's say you buy something from someone really cheap and you sell it much more expensive in some other countries, and this would be my advice, to use kind of internet in these days, not in these days, I mean, towards you improving your income, let's say. Also, internet can help you to develop your own business. Not, as I said, I'm not pursuing it, but if I really want to, I can make money by selling the book I wrote already, so I could set up the ads and start selling my book. And also I would kind of suggest to people maybe to look in their own passions. You are knitting, okay, knit a jumper, or just kind of make some kind of nice hats or nice dresses and sell them on marketplace on Facebook. You will make nice money, aside. You can make 40, 50 and plus. I mean, you can make 40, 50 euro one piece. So let's say if you do 2 pieces a week, if you really push it, really, you can make 100 extra a week. And this would be big help to some families, I mean, there are certain ways of how to make money now in these days. And if you have a phone, you basically have everything available just in that small device. So, I mean, this would be my advice to people, how they can kind of improve the money. Also, what sometimes people are not trusting themselves to change the job, as I didn't trust myself to change the job for a longer time now, because I was refused many times before, and then I didn't trust myself. So, I mean, start searching for certain patterns or maybe goals, and set the goals of how you can get there, and try to go one step at a time. So let's say as I said, if you find a course, finish that course and try to train yourself again in that area. Be patient, and then maybe try to develop the strategy. Okay, do I need more experience? Start to searching some internships in that area, So there is always different ways to change your job if you really need to. Of course, sometimes circumstances are really pushing you down, and I understand that. But as I said before, you have to search for these alternatives and find these doors behind you. So I suppose there are few different ways of how you can improve your income and bring that income to your family, let's say, or just to yourself. Maybe you want to go for a concert and you don't have that money, so sell something online. You have some stuff in your garage and it's old. For example, you have old LP player. Sell this for 100, or LP players are really cool now at these days. And if you sell a vintage one, find a person who is interested in vintage things, as a collector, and you can make 500 on these things, sometimes if you find the right person. So I mean, there are possibilities. You just need to start searching. And really kind of not only searching, but also thinking of in which different ways you can go in searching, because you can find someone, I sell it to you for 50, but as I said, go to a collector, sell it for 500, so kind of be creative in these things, and people can change a lot once they start thinking about it and really do something about it. Because if you come home from work and start watching a TV and be sorry, like, this job gets me nowhere, you buy a few cans of beers and sit there, for a whole evening, of course, nothing will change. So, I mean, yes, work. If you want to change and to bring that money and to improve your income, start working.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.